Hello everyone, my name is Sergeant First Class Edson. About to give you a persuasive speech, one that entails something that I feel very passionate about. A statement that was coined by a U.S. Air Force retired Colonel Walter Hitchcock: freedom isn't free. And to me, that is the truest statement I've ever heard in my life. Being a soldier who has deployed numerous times and have worked with fellow soldiers who have, did their work for this country, while those who don't wear the uniform ridicule and punish us for being soldiers. Freedom is a noun. It's defined as the power or right to act, speak, or think as one without hindrance or restraint. And I know, being in this uniform, we don't have that luxury. We have to sometimes, even though we don't agree with what our leaders say, we have to maintain our military bearing, as they say, and just Roger, First Sergeant, Roger, Sergeant Major. We don't have that freedom, but yet we do what 97% of the United States won't do, which is doggone know somebody's trying to kill us, but instead of falling back, we go toward that enemy and try to make sure that they remember us by putting one in between their eyes. It also says, Congress shall not make no law respecting or establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. So, in essence, all it's saying is Congress cannot stop you from saying anything. It can't stop you from being who you are, but that doesn't apply to the Army. You wear this uniform and you go out in public and you say something which in their eyes is deemed as a means of disrespect to the uniform, then it's a totally different situation. The War of 1812, the Civil War, and the Mexican War, along with the Independence War, are wars that were fought for freedom. Those freedoms wouldn't have been allocated if it wasn't for those personnel with the guns fighting the wars. The ones that were home, back sitting in their offices, eating donuts and just chilling, they wasn't doing anything about it. The people who wanted the freedom are the ones who actually fought for it. Everybody else was just riding their coattails, just like these doggone professors who sit in these classrooms and pass judgments, and these judges and leaders who are always running their mouths about the U.S. military as if they know what we go through. I hate that. It really pisses me off that we have people doing that about soldiers. But that's just my personal opinion. Statistically speaking, from 1775 to the present, there have been 8,408 soldiers killed. That's a lot of soldiers. From 1775 until now, there has been 1.5 million soldiers wounded. That's ridiculous. But yet we still get the, oh, I don't like you because you're wearing a uniform. Oh, you don't deserve anything because you're wearing a uniform. Well, if you're so critical of who I am and what I represent, then what you do is put on this same uniform and do the things that I do. That's what I tell everybody. People in America have protested. Some have loved us, and others have completely turned their back on us. In Vidor, Texas, my skin color is an issue. I was driving through with my uniform on. Still didn't matter. They were more concerned about my skin color versus the fact that I would do something that none of them little hillbilly mountain climbing fools did, because I'm a soldier. Those same, selfish, non-caring people that always talk about us and say we don't deserve this just because we're soldiers. If something happens to the U.S., guess who they're going to call? Oh, please, Mr. Soldier, please help save my family. Please help do this. Will we be wrong if we turn our backs on them? I say no. I say we're not wrong. But us being loyal to what we do and of high standards of what we hold ourselves to, we're going to help them. We're going to disregard the fact that they just disacknowledged our existence and do what we know that should be done, which is fight for their family. Now, will it change their minds after we put our lives on the line for them? I don't know. You know, it's hard to train an old dog to do new tricks. You know, once an old person is set in their ways and their mindset is geared toward that, they might not ever change, even after you give up your life for them. But that's what we do. We don't think about it, we just do it. That's the way we're trained. We as soldiers have a great deal to deal with. And we deal with that our own specific way. So with or without the support of the rest of the society, we're still going to be soldiers. We're still going to do what we need to do. We're still going to be soldiers. So the fact that freedom isn't free, it's a true statement, because we pay for it every day of our lives. Are there any questions? Thank you. 7 minutes. Yes.
So is your teacher a liberal?